The Social Investment Fund was a process that was established by the government, and we in Charter were involved in that process. I sat on a steering group that managed millions of pounds for the government. We were part of that process. I was part of that process. I didn't design the process. And out of that process, I personally, and we in Charter, brought £3 million in the loyalist working class communities. And if I was asked to do that again, I would do it again every day, because that's my job, for bringing money into loyalist working class communities. The outcomes of that project, the employability project, is 300 people availing of training within East Belfast and a flexible bursary scheme. That training consists of from CSR cards right up to supporting people in the university. That's what that training actually does. The second part of the programme is jobs, real jobs. We're going to support 100 people into a job setting, a paid role within a workplace, and that's the other part of the programme. The third part of the programme is business startup. We are going to support 35 local businesses from zero to startup, and also as a caveat to that is also a bursary to help them start their business up of £1,500. The fourth part of the programme is an employers forum. So local employers and local employers in East Belfast are part of a forum that's feeding into that project. So the opportunities within their workplaces, we're utilising those opportunities, we're placing people into their workplaces, and therefore the outcome of that is hopefully they're going to get a job at the end of it. But they're going to be paid for the first 6 months through that process. Let's talk about the projects in North Down. And the famous project is the 3G pitch that is going to be delivered in Kilcooley. It's going to be built in Kilcooley. And that in itself, was close to £1 million project, which Charter was involved in representing that project. The project itself, Charter doesn't lead on it, it's the Kilcooley Community Forum that leads on that project. That 3G pitch has been 7 years in the making with the local community down there. And the local community forum that's leading on the project and is going to be delivering the project is a forum of groups, all local community groups, churches, women's groups, local community groups. That's who the Kilcooley Community Forum is. That's who's leading on the project. It's not me, it's not Charter NI. We represented the project, that was it. And there are other projects in North Down which I represented also. One of those being the Community House Renovation Scheme. And that consists of all the local community houses in North Down and in Ards utilising a renovation scheme to renovate their premises. The other project there was a large early intervention project working in all the schools in North Down and Ards, helping kids from nursery age right to the end of primary school age. And that's a project that's working in our schools and it's benefiting our schools for the next 3 years. Can I stress the decisions that were made around the Social Investment Fund steering groups was a corporate one made by statutory agencies and local community together. The audit trail itself is there for the public to see. PricewaterhouseCoopers audit Charter for Northern Ireland, along with all the rest of the government departments. We are stringently audited, and we pass with flying colours every time, and we're proud of that. I think the peace process has been built from the bottom up, and us within loyalist communities and Republican communities have been driving that process from the bottom up. We ourselves have been working with Republican communities now for quite some time, building relationships up, humanising each other again, and doing that cross-community work. It's essential to build peace and prosperity here in Northern Ireland. I think they need to take a leaf out of our book here on the ground and use that in Stormont to build our future. Politics is part of our life in Northern Ireland. I'm a really political person, and I feel strongly about the political situation now in Northern Ireland. Big opinions on it. But at the minute, no, I definitely wouldn't go into politics at the minute. But maybe in the future, I wouldn't definitely not rule it out.